Hey guys, how are you going? It is Ingrid here and welcome to Bookmas. I'm so excited and nervous for today's video. If you don't know what my Bookmas thing is, go check out the announcement video that went up yesterday. But yeah, I'm excited and terrified and let's just start, shall we? So today it's a Sunday and it's exactly 4 Sundays till Christmas. Christmas for me is, by the way, the 24th. And here in Norway we call it the Advent time, and we have a ritual, if you can call it that, every Sunday leading up to Christmas. And so we have this song that we sing. We've sung it in kindergarten, school, Do It Now, and it has 4 verses. You're supposed to do the first one the first Sunday. On the second Sunday you do the first and the second, and then first, second, third and stuff. So I will do 1 verse every Sunday, today being the first one. So we will do the first verse, talk about it, and then how it relates to today's topic. And this song does have a Christian aspect. Norway is a Christian country. Even though I myself am not a Christian, I still do like this song. And most of the Christian stuff does happen in the 4th one. But just so you know, it has a Christian undertone, but the big image is more to think of the world and the people in it, and to kind of realize that we're all one, if that makes sense. So this song was created in 1987 for an Advent TV show, but since then it has just gotten so popular here in Norway. And I'm not gonna play the song because copyright, but I will be saying the song and then I will have English translation over because it does sound better in Norwegian because it's written in Norwegian, and so it rhymes and flows better. And lighting candles in Norwegian culture around Christmas time have always been a thing, because back in the Viking age even, they thought that, you know, in the winter then there was more dark magic because it was dark out, so they would light candles to kind of ward off the evil powers. But now it's more of a ritual to focus on other things than just yourself during Christmas. So let's get into the verse. Tenn lys, et lys skal brenne for denne lille jord, den blanke himmelstjerne, der vi og alle bor. Må alle dele håpet, så gode ting kan skje. Må jord og himmel møtes, et lys er tent for det. So basically this first verse is mainly about hope, and that we have to realize that we are all on this planet together and we need to cooperate to make good things happen. And so today's topic, that you probably know from the title, but it's gonna be the things that I hope for in books in 2020. Now this won't be a complete list of what the publishing industry can do to get better, because that list would probably just go on and on. So these are more selfish things that I want because I want to read these books. Just putting that out there. There's plenty of other things the publishing industry should be doing, but these are my personal things that I want to see more of. If you did not know, I love retellings. Absolutely love them. So I want to see even more retellings next year. I do not get tired of them. I also want to see more kind of inspired stuff, not directly retellings, but if they're inspired by mythology or fairy tales or Stalking Jack the Ripper, I love it because it makes me want to go and read the original things. I just, yeah, really love that. Also, if you like fairy tale retellings, then make sure to check the video coming up on the 4th, because that one you probably like. But yeah, I don't get enough of it. Give it to me in sci-fi, contemporary, fantasy, I don't care. I really like it. Another big thing I want is more diverse fantasies, but where the diversity isn't the main aspect. I want a kingdom where you have a princess that wants to marry another princess, and the whole thing being oh no, she's from a family we don't like or something. You know, I don't want the issue they have to overcome be the fact that they're queer, you know? I want a princess to fall in love with her handmaiden, or just maybe you have a princess and you want your family and another royal family to kind of come together, so she has to go on a date with both their daughters and sons. You know, I want it to be queer, but not the queerness be the big thing they have to overcome. I want it to be normal in whatever fantasy world. And It's the same with like mental illness rep or chronic illness rep. I just want it to be there, but not be the main focus, you know? Kind of in Six of Crows with Cass, like you can tell, especially the wagon scene in book 1, but you can tell like he has PTSD. And he also has like the physical with having to use his cane, but that's not what's highlighted. The story isn't about that. It's just there, and I want more of that because I do really want more diverse fantasies, but I don't want every queer book to be about the fact that it's queer. I also don't want it to be just like a box some authors check out, be like, oh yeah, this character that's mentioned on one page is queer, so like I did it, you know? Like I want it to be like the main character, but not the main issue. Does that make sense? Another thing I really, really want is more trigger warnings in books. You get them on like video games and movies, so like why do they not have that in books? Why isn't it says like, oh, this one should be 18 plus because of language and sexual stuff? You know, I don't get it. And I know some people feel like it's spoilery if it says like trigger warning rapes, then they know there's going to be a rape in there. Well, they could have had the trigger warnings like in the back, and then on the first page say that you'll find the trigger warnings in the back if you need them. You know, like it wouldn't take much, but it would help so many people. And I really think it should just be the standard, because the people that don't need them don't have to read them, and then the people that need them don't have to spend hours trying to look up online to try and figure out if a book has triggers or not. You know? Another thing I really want is more illustrations in books. A lot of really great books have them, they're amazing, but why not in adult and YA as well? I think it would be so cool, especially, you know, when there's magic and stuff. It's just so cool to have illustrations. It doesn't need to be like heavily illustrated. There's just something fun about having the little illustrations in books, and I feel like you rarely see it in especially YA, also adult. Like, why not? We all, like, adult people like illustrations too. And another thing I really, really want is more male-female friendship. You don't have to always have the main character end up with someone. People of different sexes don't always need to be attracted and end up together. They can be friends, you know? It's so annoying. I especially hate it if they like start off as friends and go through this big adventure together and just have this beautiful friendship, and then at the end they're like, oh yeah, let's date. I'm like, no. Why can't they just be friends? You know? I feel like we're started to get more really good female-female friendship, which I like, because I feel like a lot of older stuff, the girls are always like disliking each other. But where is the good male-female friendship that just stays friends? Yeah, I really, I really, really would like more books to have really good male-female friendship. Also female-female friendship, male-male friendship, but I feel especially female-male friendships are not always done that well. I touched a little bit on it earlier, but I would like more mental health in different genres. I feel like contemporaries are starting to get a lot mental health representation, but like in fantasies, where they literally go through so many traumatic things, half of them lose their parents or grow up orphaned, or, you know, something along those lines, or they have to deal with like having powers, maybe killing someone, running away, and they like don't have to deal with the aftermath. And so I would like to see more representation of what that would actually do to people. So hopefully that. I would also like more illnesses in general in books. Like, how badass would it be to have someone that's like chronically ill having to take a nap like every couple hours in a fancy book? I think that would be awesome, to be honest. That's everything I think I want like inside a book. But let's talk about the aesthetics of books, because I've been loving the like animated characters and stuff on covers lately. I think it's so pretty. Again, this is something a lot of middle grade books have, like this one with the dinosaur, and this with the people. And I feel like YA, I'm just like looking around on my shelf, but I feel like a lot of YA don't. But I really like when it's like either animals or people, but it's not like a photograph, but it's, I think it just looks so good. I'm gonna see if I can find some other ones. Like Wicked Fox have these two people. I think it's beautiful. Sorcerer of Thorns have a girl on it. I love it. It's so pretty. I want more of it. And then the last thing I want more of is beautiful hardcovers like underneath the dust jacket. This is Nevermore and it is beautiful. And then you also have Wondersmith, which is again so gorgeous. And then The Train to Impossible Places. There's just something about these books that I find so aesthetically pleasing. And again, these are middle grade books. Why do they not make more books like these for young adult and adult? They might exist and I just don't know about it. If that's the case, let me know in the comments. Or even, it doesn't have to be like illustrated like that, but look at this one. Do you see this beauty? This is an adult fantasy, I believe. Why are not all books that pretty? So yeah, that was the things that I want to see more of in my books in 2020. Please let me know what some of your guys' answers would be in the description. Make sure to subscribe because there's a lot of Bookmas videos coming out, and I will do these candle verses, not sure what to call them, for the next 3 Sundays as well, so make sure you come back for those to hear the rest of the song. And yeah, I hope you're having a good Sunday, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.